Now it's sorted out. We're ready to go. So I'm going to come to the channel update in the last. But as we wait for people to join, let me tell you, these past 2 weeks have been crazy, okay? I had gone on a trip to the Himalayas and got enlightened. Just kidding. But yeah, I did go for this trip. I did go for this trek to Goachala in Sikkim, which is why I haven't been able to respond to most comments and everything. It was crazy, okay? First time I saw snowfall, and then it was up at the top. We went in the midnight because we wanted to see the sunrise from the top of the mountain, and the temperature was -2, okay? It was crazy. The water we took in the bottle, no, it froze up there. And yeah, so that that's the trek. If you want to see like pictures of all that, check my Instagram out. The link is in my profile. And yeah, that's why I have been a little, you know, not a little, I'd say. I haven't been active on YouTube at all for these 2 weeks. And the crazy part is my videos did my videos did better than ever in those 2 weeks. I got so many new comments, new subscribers. Like when I went for this trek, I was at like 3.71k subs, and now it's 3.78. Crazy, just 70 subs in those 2 weeks. But yeah, so I haven't been able to respond to a lot of these comments. Anyway, and that was about what it's at. So now coming to the channel update. So we've been doing YouTube for about 4 years now. I think I started my first Kyrie Balance challenge back in 2018, in fact, 2018. So 2018, oh, that will make it 5 years now. 5 years, then that's that's quite long, isn't it? So that first one. So from the first viral Kyrie Balance challenge to now, a lot has changed. We've learned a lot, tried different things, and mostly you know I've been doing Kuroko no basket stuff, right? But as of late, it's like people Kuroko no basket isn't that popular anymore, so I'm not. So that isn't getting the kind of views it used to. On top of that, of course, like how much will you do in one Kuroko no basket thing? I think I've done almost everything that can be done in Kuroko no basket. And I mean, unless you go into anime edit and this and that. So for a while, I had to try the shots and perfect copying those moves so that you can keep doing, right? But now, even the interest of that is not that high. And yeah, so that's the thing. I mean, Kuroko no basket, that's about it. So now I have to look for new things to get onto, which are on that level. So it's time to experiment, to try out a lot of new ideas, right? And and yes, it's going to be mostly street ball, entertainment for the most part, little bit of tutorials. But now I'm having to rethink that considering how crazy well the last two tutorials did. So that's the thing. I'm surprised. Wait, let's check. Ah, One moment. Yeah, so where was I? In terms of the channel update, right? Give me a moment. Set this falling. Yep, so hello again. I hope you're able to hear, right? Guys, and hear and see. Okay. Uh, all right. Anyway, there'll be a replay for anyone who isn't showing 1 minute. Yeah, huh. So now this brings me to the actual major channel update. This year, I've decided I'm going to try a lot of new things, okay? And for that, I will not be as consistent as I have been on YouTube. I'm not going to necessarily upload every single week. In fact, I'll be uploading maybe once in a while as a experiment kind of thing. And I shall try a lot of other things, beyond basketball. I'll also have to, not on this channel though, of course. So when I'm doing all this, again, expect a few like lesser videos. I also have got like also this trip to the Himalayas. It was from this trekking organization YHAI. So I make videos for them too. For that, I had got two new cameras. One is a GoPro, one is Insta360. This was over the past 3 years. I want to try to use those in making good basketball videos. Thing is, the GoPro I've used like a couple of times for basketball, but I don't think I made the best use of it like that. I know these will be best with another cameraman, of course. Now, as I don't have that, I'll have to look for other things to do. And that's just one example. Apart from that, I want to try out different like types of content in basketball itself. Maybe sketch comedy of a bit, these cosplays, this, that, so that we can really see which works, which doesn't, know. I think cosplay, like if done properly, could work very well. Because those Uncle Drew videos, the two I had put, did crazy nice. And another thing is language. This is the one I'm not too sure about at all. I'm considering trying maybe Kannada content or something. Because English, right, so many people in America make English basketball videos, okay? So when this needs to go from at a certain point, right? If you, how do I say this? At a certain point, if I want to make this a full-time job, right? Ad revenue wouldn't be enough, and I want to sell products and all that. Like let's say training programs. But the thing is, if we go for English, there's already so many that exist. But if I do like Indian languages, I think that'll actually help a lot more, because the kind of people who live in remote areas can't afford coaching and all that in this country probably don't understand English either. So that's something I'm considering. But that is if I go more towards the tutorial and this kind of side. It's also something I'll play around with, because right now I'm of course not too sure how many people, like I'm not too sure what kind of audience is there for, let's say, Kannada or Telugu. Because I don't speak great Hindi. And what else did I want to say? Okay. Pick a language that's spoken by a decent amount of population, and Hindi is oversaturated. I don't think it's oversaturated in basketball, but yes, if I want to probably do Hindi, then I'll need one of two things. Either I better learn to speak Hindi very properly, or I have to get somebody who knows Hindi that well. Especially for the tutorial side of things. So these would be certain things I experiment with. So put up with it, right? Hope like once in a while here and there. Also, I've heard YouTube is coming up with a new this thing AI dubbing feature. Yeah, I meant don't go for Hindi. Ha ha. I mean, it's worth a try, I guess, because there are a lot of other Indian content creators not in the basketball space. But let's say, like, I think the one I can think of the top of my head is Beer Biceps. He has one English channel, one Hindi channel also. And yeah, that way there are Kannada content creators also. I got to try, see what works. And yes, YouTube is coming up with this AI dubbing feature apparently in this year. That's where I got this idea from in the first place. As soon as it comes, I'm going to make sure I try that. And then we'll see. I mean, so that I can make a video in, let's say, Kannada, and then that will automatically translate to English if I give a script or something, I guess. I mean, I'm not even really sure how that will work, but we'll have to wait and watch. Apart from that, and trying new types of content, new this thing. So that is about what the next 1 year is going to look like on this channel. So hopefully you enjoy. So hopefully you enjoy and you stay around. But yeah, maybe after this 1 year, I don't know what's going to come next. For me, it might be like starting all over again from the beginning, especially if I don't put too many videos in this time. So yeah, it's going to be a fun time now. Fun things coming up. Stay tuned and goodbye for today.